Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the NFL 2025 playoff conference championships prediction. Well, this Sunday will be played the two conference championships game in both conference. Where in the first game in the AFC, the number one, the Denver Broncos will receive the number two, the New England Patriots. This game is going to be played this Sunday, January 25th, and 15 o'clock Eastern time in the Empower Field and Mile High in Denver, Colorado. And the second game in the NFC, it will be play. It will be play where the number one, the Seattle Seahawks will receive the number fifth, the Los Angeles Rams. This game is going to be played in the Lumen Field Stadium in Seattle, Washington, and 18:30 Eastern time. So let's talk about a little more about this game. Well, let's start first for the AFC Conference Championship game. Well, remember that the Denver Broncos to arrive to this stage. They had a bye week in the Wild Card run 2 weeks ago, and the last week the Buffalo Bills suffered a lot, but they could defeat the Denver Broncos suffered a lot, but they could defeat the Buffalo Bills in overtime, and they won this game 30. Unfortunately, his starting quarterback Bo Nix got injured. He broke his ankle or some bone, and for that reason he will be out. He's out for the rest of the season. This is a very hurtful loss. And about the New England Patriots to arrive to this stage, remember that they defeated to the Chargers 16-3 in the wild card run, and in the divisional round the last week they defeated the Houston Texans 28-16. So this is going to be a tremendous game. It's always good when the two best team in the conference arrive to the conference championship game. So it's going to be an interesting game where I think that the Broncos had the advantage because they will play in home. I think that to play in Broncos is a very great advantage. They have a tremendous defenses unity, and they have a good offenses. But the problem is that is starting quarterback Bo Nix is out for the rest of the season, and they're gonna to play the bench quarterback. So it's gonna to be interesting what will be the Sean Payton's plan, because he's a offensive guru. Let's see if he can make that the Broncos can win this game and qualify to the Super Bowl 60. And about the Patriots, they have been until this moment the surprise of the season, because the last season they only won 4 games, sorry, and this year they won 12 games. So this is amazing, 12 or 13 games, where I think that the Patriots had a tremendous unity. The defense is a very great the unity, and the offense, I am very surprised about the Drake May performance. He's the candidate, one of the candidates to win the MVP. So it's going to be an interesting game. Remember that in my prediction, when before the start of the NFL 2025 playoff, I predict that the Broncos were going to win this game, but the thing changed a lot because his starting quarterback Bo Nix got injured in the divisional game. So I think that it's going to be a very interesting, close and slow game, where I think that if the Broncos want to win this game, they will have to establish his run game. They will have to avoid that the Patriots offenses stayed a lot of times in the game. So I predict that this is going to be a close game. I think that the most probably this game is gonna to be defined in the last minutes of the game, if not in the last play of the game, and maybe it can be defined in overtime. Where I think that I'm gonna to tell in this prediction. I think in this moment the Patriots had a better team because the Bo Nix is not gonna to play. So I think the Patriots are going to win this game by 3 or 7 point difference, and they will advance to the Super Bowl 60. Yeah, it's their prediction. In the NFC Conference Championship game, I think that the best game in this round, the Seattle Seahawks will receive the Los Angeles Rams. The Los Angeles Rams. Remember that to arrive to this stage, the Seahawks had a bye week in the wild card run, and the last week they didn't have any problem and defeated and humiliated its divisional rival, the 49ers, 41-6. And about the Los Angeles Rams, they had to play against two rivals were in the wild card run. The sorry the Los Angeles Rams had to travel to Carolina, defeated the Carolina Panthers 34-31 in the last minutes of the game, and in the divisional game, in the divisional round, they suffered more than I expected, but in the end, I think that they were the best team and they had the game under control, but the Chicago Bears made a tremendous play, especially Caleb Williams, and they forced an overtime, but in overtime, the Los Angeles Rams defeated the Chicago Bears 2017, so for that reason, they advanced to this game. So it's going to be a tremendous game. I think that they have been the two best team in the conference, and this will be the third time that these two teams will play in the season. Where remember that in the season each team won one game. The team that playing home won that game in the week 11. Week 11. It was the week 11. The Los Angeles Rams they defeated the Seattle Seahawks 29-19, and in the week 16, 16. No, wait a minute. In the week 16, in a tremendous game, the Seattle Seahawks defeated the Los Angeles Rams 38-37 in overtime. I think that this was the difference, or this was the typing point where the Seahawks won the number one clinch set, and why the reason they are hosting the conference championship game. Why? Because in that game, the Rams until that moment they were the best team in that game. I'm not going to lie, they were dominated that game. They had the game under control. They were leading by 14-point difference in the beginning of the fourth quarter in the second game in the week 16. But what happened? I think that the Rams couldn't close that game. The Seahawks took advantage of the Rams errors. They tied the game. They forced an overtime and they won in the overtime with 2 points at time. So it's gonna to be an interesting game. I think, in my opinion, that the only team in this moment that can defeat the Seahawks are the Rams, and in my opinion, I think that the team is going to win the Super Bowl 60 will be for the National League. So in my opinion, the winner of this game is going to win the Super Bowl 60. But this is another conversation. So it's going to be an interesting game. I think that the Seahawks had the advantage because they will play home and because they have a tremendous team, especially the defense side, and to play in this stadium is so noisy. So about the Rams, they have a tremendous team, a great defenses, but especially a great offense. And Matthew Stafford, he's a candidate to win the MVP according to some news. The most probably he's going to win this trophy. So I expect a tremendous game, a close game. I think that the most probably this game is going to be defined in the last play of the game, if not in overtime, the most probably. And I think that the Rams can win this game, but in the end, the Seahawks had a lot of advantage. They had a bye week in the wild card run. They will play home. So I think that the Seahawks are going to win this game by 1 or 3-point difference, and they're going to qualify to the Super Bowl 60. So, in my opinion, the Super Bowl 60 will be between the Patriots against the Seahawks, and this will be a Super Bowl 49 rematch. Well, remember that the Patriots won that game in the last minutes of the game, and that game was in the 2015. So let's see what is going to happen. The only I want and I expect about these two games is that the two games can be close and can define can be exciting and can be defined in the last minute of the game, if not in the last play of the game. And this will be interesting. To be honest, I don't care who is going to win each game and who is the team that will qualify to the Super Bowl 60. But I expect that both games will be tremendous. So remember that after the both games finish, I'm going to record a video where I'm going to talk about what happened in the conference championship game. So let's see. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment or suggestion, you can write me on my social media platform. So see you next video. Gibran.